going on, everyone? This is Mitch with SC Weather. Hope you all having a great start to your Sunday. In this video, we're going to break down what's going on out there. Texas, places like Dallas are seeing snow right now. How far east is it going to get into Louisiana, Mississippi, potentially parts of Alabama? Winter weather, definitely. So this is a deep south winter storm going on right now. Let's take a look at the radar. Before we get going, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, much appreciated. Awesome way to support me. So don't forget to do that. I do daily videos for here in the southeast, the east coast, and major winter weather events, major weather events in general. But here's radar scope. I can tell you right now, areas in Fort Worth are definitely seeing snowfall right now. This is some pretty heavy snow. Snow is pretty far south. Let's take a look at let's see if we can get Shreveport up here. We look at the Shreveport area. This system's actually moving in a little bit quicker than kind of what people were thinking. Only a couple hours or so, but Shreveport, northern Louisiana, Arkansas, out to your west, this snow is getting closer. It might start off as rain or sleet, but it is getting closer. Not quite to Mississippi yet, definitely, but it's going to get there by later tonight. So let's pull this up. We're going to look at talk about what the National Weather Service is really talking about for these areas, and we're going to look at some of the short-range models and see what we can expect further east in Louisiana, Mississippi, even parts of Alabama. So here's a swath of winter storm warnings. It dips right here. Basically, the entire northern Louisiana area has a winter storm warning. Even areas in Mississippi have winter storm warnings. It's pretty significant. So here we go. We're going to go on and look at the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Winter weather advisory has been extended into the Dallas and Fort Worth area. They're talking about 1 to 2 inches of snow is a good bet. Potentially a little bit higher to 2 to 4, but just south, just west is under a winter storm warning. It's a pretty big deal for as much as 4 to 6 inches of snow, maybe an isolated 8-inch total. We'll look at the Houston area. It's crazy. Houston is almost under a winter weather advisory. It's not completely unheard of for Houston to see winter weather, but it is definitely very rare. But 2 counties north of Houston is under a winter storm warning. Lufkin, Waco, Austin has been extended into the winter storm warning. Those areas could see a few inches of snow. So this is a very significant event that is going on. We look at the northern Louisiana area, Shreveport, Tyler, Longview, Homer, any areas, Monroe, even areas into Texarkana, into southern Arkansas. This is a sure bet. You're going to get accumulating snow in this area, and it's starting to move in. Jackson, Mississippi. Areas are in places like Vicksburg, Jackson. You're under winter weather alerts, whether it's a winter storm warning for Vicksburg, a winter weather advisor for Jackson. And this storm is really getting moving in. Honestly, I was not quite expecting winter storm warnings to be issued for parts of Mississippi. So they really got some pretty good confidence that something's going to happen here. So if you're in this is their kind of breakdown. Each National Weather Service has their own breakdown. But here in the orange, you're expecting mostly snow. The southern end of this could be snow, sleet. But a few inches of snow is possible in this entire area, really. So if you're in this area, you're going to see snow. Central Mississippi is going to see snow. Memphis, still, they got pretty high confidence that snow will fall, but no more than an inch in their area. This is what I'm impressed with. The snow is actually... They're actually expecting a wintry mix even as far south as Birmingham, Alabama. Now, the precipitation starts to really fizzle out as it gets to this area, but even in this entire area, there's no more than a ½ inch of snow expected. We're going to look at the HRRR model here. It goes pretty far out, basically the whole duration of the storm before it fizzles out. But here comes the precipitation. It has snow really far south in Louisiana, guys. Not talking about New Orleans south, but pretty far south. And pretty far south into Mississippi. I forgot, someone in the comments asked if their area, Mississippi, would see snow. It was definitely a different looking spelled town. It was kind of a funky name, but whoever you were, and whatever town you mentioned, y'all actually might see snow if the HRRR model actually comes through. But this is some heavy snow, even breaking out into Mississippi, just north of the rain-snow line. Could really get hammered with a quick few inches of snow. But it has the snow making it all the way into Alabama. A good portion of Alabama, too. Northern Alabama, maybe not Huntsville, but I definitely think y'all could see some flakes. But areas of north-central Alabama into northwestern central Alabama, Definitely northwest Alabama could certainly see some snow for sure. But check it out, the storm fills us apart, and even if we get into time here, my people in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, it's all just rain showers. It'll be a chilly rain, but the cold air really just, the way the jet stream's digging, it's not locked into this area to give us winter weather off this. Normally when you see winter weather in Dallas, Texas, northern Louisiana, central Mississippi, that normally is a precursor for us to see snow even in central South Carolina. Not in this case, but check out the HRRR model. Bear with my internet a little bit, guys, but it shows some pretty impressive snowfall totals. I don't think there's going to be an area of 7 or 8 inches in Louisiana. I might be wrong, but HRRR model isn't a bad model. It has things it's kind of bad at, but overall it does a decent job. But this is area of a few inches of snow, pretty south in the Mississippi, northern Louisiana. Shreveport, I think, is a sure bet to see some accumulating snow. It has been for several days now. This is the NAM, the latest NAM. Check out the waves of heavy snow into eastern Texas, northern Louisiana. It starts to move in. Now, the NAM is much more north with the snow. Not the precipitation, but the cold air, I guess I'm saying, is it's definitely not showing snow as far north or anything like that, but it's definitely not as impressed with snow in Alabama or really Mississippi. But and we get going in time. But if we look at the snowfall accumulation, we'll just go on and click over here in time here. It still is going to highlight an area of accumulating snow even in Mississippi as we kind of try to get here in time. That's showing a few inches into Louisiana. Now the NAM is showing snow almost all the way into the Gulf Coast. It has a history of showing snowfall accumulation where heavy rain is falling. It's always done that. There's probably a better outlook to look on weathermodels.com or WeatherBell that really gives you a better idea of what's actual snow and what's not. But general idea, a couple inches of snow is possible even off the NAM as we get into Mississippi. That is a win for you guys. This storm was not supposed to really do a whole lot for you guys, but it has been trending more snowier for areas of eastern, especially eastern areas of central Mississippi, and especially areas of west central Mississippi, the borders, the northern tip, and the northern tip of Louisiana here. So this looks like a good event for you guys. Now we look at the National Weather Service here. Obviously this event is ongoing right now, so this isn't much to look at, but Dallas, it shows y'all maybe getting an inch or two of snow even off this. Now if we look further, it doesn't change much, guys. Accumulating snow for almost the entire northern half of Louisiana and west central Mississippi is going to see enough snow to make everything look white. So it shows trace amounts into Alabama. But I think there's going to be an isolated area or two here in northwestern Alabama that could see an inch of snow. We'll have to watch that here. But nothing expected here in the southeast, the core of the southeast, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. This isn't going to be our storm. Cold air isn't really locked in. The storm track, the storm gets sheared. Even if this low pressure was to keep going and be strong, it would only be really a winter weather event for the mountains, possible triad in Mississippi. We wouldn't have enough cold air in place here in South Carolina, not even close, honestly. 850s are just too high. But that's all I got, guys. Stay tuned. Later tonight, I'm going to have a video discussing, we're about to enter that pattern I talked about that could have a real threat for winter weather across the East Coast. We're about to start to get into that pattern, and there's some big storms starting to show up in the long term. I'm going to wait till the European model comes out here in a couple hours, and I'm going to drop another video probably this afternoon discussing what I think could be us entering some active times as we get into mid to late month. So y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching, and enjoy y'all snow out there in Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Obviously I'm jealous, but at the same time I'm happy for you guys. That's awesome. So y'all have a great afternoon.